Can you tell me why a lecturer would tell a student to pay the sum of 10,000 naira for mark? Why? Why not just do your part as a lecturer? If she fails, she fails. If she pass, she pass. And when some be like they don't have money, they go begin they talk, say, okay, we'll go the other. I'm speaking from experience. My HOD, when I was in year 1, ND1, my HOD will now be like, if I come, you go to talk all those sexual things to me, telling me how beautiful. You say, oh wow, look at your breast. Can I feel it? My HOD. Police don't carry me, go lock for sale for like 2 weeks. Imagine if they carry me come up for sale. Say make I did the office they sleep. Now the DPO now they talk so. The man they slap girls for my front. So I was scared. I don't want to be hit by him. I don't want to make him touch me. So the only thing I did was to keep quiet and allowed him to press my breast.
If you take a look at Kelly right now,
I don't do BBL.
You just took that out of
Oh
me.
no. I don't do BBL. I don't go there.
Did any construction company?
No, I did not do any form of BBL. I only worked on my shape and.
Horizons Unfolded with Jane is brought to you by Ivy D'Angelo Entertainment.
We're going to be looking at something that is really, really, really very common. Something that is present in our present day. Something that, as a matter of fact, someone is going through. Something that someone is battling on how to get out of. Oftentimes, we look at it that it's a normal thing, but it is a menace, and we're going to be preferring solution to all of this. Up for discussion today is, interestingly, I'll bring to your notice something that a whole lot of us had prior before this time seen as common, but it's eating really deep into our fabrics. It is erupted into our family life. Blackmail, emotional blackmail for that, and molestation. All right, dear esteemed guests, doing justice to the very subject matter we have up for discussion today is someone who is saddled with the responsibility, if you ask me, someone who is grounded, someone who has had a fair share of experience, someone who's from her disposition is an authority as it concerns molestation and emotional blackmail. Ladies and gentlemen, I make bold to present to you Kelly. Say that again. What's Pokripo, please?
Well, Pokripo is just a slang from my favorite person.
Okay, at what point can you use the slang Pokripo?
Even when in a serious situation, you can be getting me a Pokripo.
All right.
So Kelly, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mom.
You look so beautiful.
I must confess, I initially asked her if she was feeding on some special kind of broiler chicken. You know, that kind of portion that was given to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
Let's not go religious. You're looking stunning.
Yeah. Kelly is an internet sensation with over 200,000 followers. She's a beautiful mom with 2 lovely kids. Kelly, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Like we said before, we're not just going to be entertaining or educating us, we're also going to be preferring solution. As it concerns emotional blackmail and molestation, there is a whole lot to it. A whole lot has happened. A whole lot has been swept under the carpet. What do we do? What are the causes? What can relevant agencies partner to ensuring that it is put to a stop? Because it is eating deep down into our fabrics. Our daughters are abused. Our men are molested. It cuts across, not minding gender, not minding status or social acclimatation, as it were. We're going to be educating us here today, but then let's start with the preliminary of it all. There are causes to molestations. There are dispositions to which lead to emotional blackmail. Kelly, in your own way, what would you say molestation or emotional blackmail is?
So, number one, sexual molestation is, to me, I feel like the main reason, like the major cause of it is parental guidance, lack of parental guidance, in the sense that today when you go out there on the street, yeah, and you see people hurting, you see kids hurting, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, like, it's supposed to happen. It's not right to start with. So imagine a little girl like that outside and you see man where we say, get self-control. What do you expect? So sincerely speaking, I feel like if you don't have all it takes to have multiple kids, if you know you are not financially buoyant to take care of kids, you should not even think of having one.
Even while I agree with you that from the parental aspect of it, there could be a wide range to causes leading to molestation. There are, however, cases where even when you have the family intact, even from that family emanates molestation.
Yeah.
You know, you have cases where it emanates from the within, where it's from the first cousin, second cousin, a
Yes.
distant relative,
Uncle.
or someone who is even under the coverage of the same family, someone who is being fended for, someone who is more or less like, you know, like the word say, he's like an uncle to me, he's like a brother to me, you know.
kind
So
of
what would
thing.
you say?
So, to me, God forbid, at this stage right now in my life, I wouldn't tolerate that from anybody, or maybe someone in my circle. Such thing occurs in his or her life. I'm not going to take it. So why not just restrict your kids from certain things? Number one, the kind of, I believe when you have a brother, you should know what your brother is capable of doing. You warn your kids about it. You know uncles, you know what this uncle is capable of doing. You restrict your kids from
Yes.
going around
Yeah.
them. Then another thing is social media space. You restrict your kids from doing
they
some certain
watch.
things on social media.
And
If
what
you
they
check
watch.
some videos online, you see some not just Nigerian guys, but some guys have been arrested because they end up chatting with
Minors.
yes, online without even knowing, because these kids go online and put fake ID, fake age, and land these men into trouble. Do you understand? So I feel like parents should restrict their kids from using mobile phone from now,
What age?
at least 15.
Talking about the internet era or the space as it were, you find out that even in our various schools, you cannot. But there are countries where the government commands and lets you know what you should know. You don't just bring to the public space whatever. They are censored. You cannot stream some certain video. A whole lot is happening in the internet space now, especially in a bid to gathering or converge a cluster or followership, or as it were. They go haywire, they do a whole lot. I would really agree that the internet is part of this. But then, talking about the root cause, you've talked about the abuse as a result of poor parentage or not having proper guidance.
Yeah.
And then we've also looked at this molestation emanating from the within, because for someone to actually molest you, that person, you're disposed to such an individual. It must be someone who physically you can see and touch.
Yeah.
And then when you hear stories of molestation, you're like, ouch. They emanate from places that will marvel you, from people that, if you hear the name associated to such issues, you would want to, in the first time, exonerate them from it, except you see proofs and otherwise. So, as it concerns the society and conscience, how do we fight molestation?
So first of all, I'm going to talk about a personal experience.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I had my own challenge, when I faced my own molestation, it happened with people I call brother.
Okay.
In as much as I wasn't related
Yes.
to them, but these are grown adults that,
Supposed to take care of you.
do you understand that they give me money when I'm going to school, and when brother, how are you doing? Like, fine. Like, I greet them very well, and they see me as they send me message. But when I was messed up full time, it was by them. What was that trying to teach me? Don't trust anybody. Do you understand? And kids have this fragile heart
Yes.
that they trust any brother.
Yes.
Now, let's not talk about men molesting little kids. Let's talk about women molesting little kids. Have you ever thought of that?
It's just that
yes.
oftentimes you'd hear a woman come up to say, I was raped. And men don't come. You begin to ask, why? Is it that men are not raped? I've heard stories of men being gang raped, but they cannot press for charges
come
because
out,
you're even talked down on, like, you, man, they rape you, how manage, and things of that nature.
And in this part of the world, they
I
feel
am-
like
I am knowledgeable to the fact that
see,
men
And
are also.
another thing is people be like, problem shared is problem solved. But the same people, when you walk up to them and you be like, oh, this is what I'm going through, or this is what just happened, they will laugh.
Yes, and victimize you.
Yeah, they will laugh. Like, how is that even possible? Kind of thing. They will laugh. So most people don't even want to open up. Why I spoke about parental guidance, lack of parental guidance is, I think every parent should give their kids this space to feel loved and feel free to like talk about anything, being a male child or a female child.
Yes.
Let me tell you, today in an African home, we have the father, we have the mother. There must be a particular person in the family, either the uncle or the auntie or the mother or the father, that a particular child is just scared of, like kids are scared of talking to.
Yes.
Because you go beat them.
Most times it's not even for the beating, how they are going to be perceived.
Like my kids, my siblings, when they want to do something, they would think about my reaction, knowing that I'm going to get really mad. I'm not going to hit, but they know I'm going to shout and they don't like it. So sometimes when things occurs, they don't want to share
Yeah.
because they see me as somebody that will never understand until one day they did something. The way they expected me to react was not the way I reacted. Reason, I sat myself down and I told myself, you did do too much. You did do too much. Like, you get person will go follow my younger sister talk now, you know, go fit, follow me talk, because I go say, wait till you find, go there. That would be my first question. Wait till you find, go there. But at the same time, I had to be like, mom, I not go take because of, say, hand when I take grow. I couldn't use them now, they follow these people. They will end up being
Okay, Kelly, at that point, you see that you just need to strike a balance because there is this personality of a father who, for his way of life, the children or those under his guidance would not freely communicate some certain happenings or indulge in some certain actions because of the fear of what a Kelly that they knew would do. And then at what point do you strike this balance that you are an epitome of correction and then you have free access to commune with whatever that has transpired?
So, like I said before, every parent should give their kids space to feel free to talk to them. Try not to. And parents should also learn to ask questions before jumping into conclusion. Sometimes conclusion kills.
Yes.
When somebody reports a matter to you and you just jump, why we go do that kind of thing? Babe, you don't beat them, you don't shout. Get out, get inside, go and bathe, go and do this one, go and wash the dishes and all of that. Very bad. You ask your kids, I know you very well. You know you are my child. I know what you can do and what you cannot do. And I believe you did it. And I believe you did not do it. Now, look at me, tell me the truth. I won't shout. I won't beat you. I will only correct you. In as much as a lot of kids are stubborn, right? But you see this little thing I just said, is going to go a long way.
Of course.
It's going to go a long way for kids to like always be free with their parents. Because most of all these things now, they cause them.
So those kids that have entered depression as a result of this
child molestation thing. As an adult
how
now, right?
How do you start talking to them, helping them to come out of their shell? How do you help them to inculcate a better life?
Yeah, I get your question.
Yes. How do you help them?
Okay, so the way I handled mine, it was not like easy at all. It was not easy. Sometimes when I sit down, the only thing I think about. So I'm this kind of person that if any little thing happens, right now, it takes me back. Okay. I'll start to remember every bad things that has happened to me and why it happened, why it should never happen. I'll be like, I don't deserve it, that kind of a thing. I start thinking about suicide. Do you understand? So people be like, when you are feeling depressed, you should go out, hang out with friends and all of it. I feel like that's not a solution. Solution is you stay indoors. If you want to cry, you cry. Stay indoors, make sure your phone is charged, make sure you have internet.
So you don't recommend seeking for help?
Oh, no.
At least from like a clergy or from Someone
a
that
clergy,
you know
like a pastor or a prophet or whatever.
someone that you hold in high esteem that you can.
Okay, so somebody
to.
like me, I don't think I would like to like go talk to somebody now. This thing is choking me.
Okay.
Because in the past, a lot of people that I spoke to about my condition, like I think there was this guy that when I was really really depressed, so there was this guy I was liking, and he liked me too. So he thought I was a drug addict, but I was depressed.
Okay.
Yeah. So we could be talking about something right now. I could just come off for the topic, enter another topic.
Something else.
Something else. Like you could be like, this one a psycho.
start
Something they worry
flipping,
this one.
yeah.
Then when I started getting like healing from my past marriage trauma, trying to gather up and all of that, I met the same guy at a 5-star restaurant.
Talking about meeting the same guy at a 5-star restaurant. Hello, viewers. We're going to be back on a very short break, but this discussion is just getting started. You can feel it all over. We're going to be back. Thanks so much to our sponsors, and this is just brought to you by Avi De Angelo Entertainment. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Horizons Unfolded with Jane is brought to you by Ivy D'Angelo Entertainment.
I swear to God, they ring your bell for village.
I know they pay.
Oh, you no go pay. This is just the front view of the apartment.
Oga, wait, because that's how they play with you.
But the Amadio has tracked down your wretched man.
Oga, no delay. As it dey hot, na in dey sweet. The earlier is better.
Emekus, you get mind, you rent bad house, give me a piece. Emekus, you get, yeah, you like go, Emekus!
Catch a thief! This is Emeku's agency. A for assurance, your number one housing plug. Every other agent, the agent of darkness.
Horizons Unfolded with Jane is brought to you by Ivy D'Angelo Entertainment.
Welcome back, guys. This is Horizons Unfolded with Jane. The best discoveries happen here. So, Kelly, back to your story.
Okay, so
Let me remind you where you were.
of course I do remember.
Somewhere around the 5-star.
It's like I'm involved.
Bring it on.
Okay, so I went to a 5-star restaurant. Then I bumped into this guy, and he was like, "Hey, Kelly, you're looking so beautiful now. Did you quit drugs?" And I was like, "What?" So that time I was depressed. He thought I was
On drugs.
on drugs. Do you understand? So I thought he was my friend, but he was never my friend. From what he mentioned, because he would have like walked up to me and be like, "Kelly, like if they do drugs, stop. I'm not good for everybody." That kind of a thing. But instead, he kept away from me
And concluded.
Okay. Now let's talk about another thing that I think a lot of people are not even talking about: the government, the parents. You go send your pikin go school. 18-year-old girl, 17 years old. And she comes back home with iPhone 15 Pro Max, iPhone 16 Pro Max, wearing wigs. Don't you think it's your responsibility to find out where the money is coming from, how she's lavishing, and what's going on? Because if you check stories that has happened, stories on social media, you see a young girl, a student of social school, year one student of social school, went to her boyfriend's house and died. That was the last time, the last thing they heard was she had an argument with her boyfriend. The guy come hammer her forehead, then she died. Some parents enjoy taking from their kids and never ask questions, which is very bad.
Very commonly,
In as-
you will hear, if they come back, buy something or...
With which money, Kwano? No be you send me go school. Do you understand? No be you send me go school. Where you go tell me say make I buy something for you as they come back. I they turn up, they do something. I see girls online, they be like, "What do you do?" She say no, but confidently they talk say she be okpo. Unto say nothing is happening.
Please, what's up, Bo?
Olosho,
Okay, hook up. Please, let's not be economical with the truth. We owe the public the responsibility to talk am the way it be. If na thief in thief, call am thief on your shi nyebuzu. If it is hook up, you understand? Money for hand, back for grand. Let us also say it undiluted. So, Okpo, I have learned today is
Hook up,
you rob me, I rob you.
that kind of a thing.
Okay.
So, and talking about things that are also emotional blackmail, right? Number one is our space,
Okay.
our schools. A lot of students are being blackmailed emotionally by lecturers. They are being sexually assaulted by lecturers because they need marks. Can you tell me why a lecturer would tell a student to pay the sum of 10,000 naira for, what's it called, for mark? Why?
Upgrade.
Upgrade. Why not just do your part as a lecturer? If she fails, she fails. If she pass, she pass. Now, not be you. She not dey help you. She's helping herself. And when some be like they don't have money, they go begin they talk. Say okay, we will go the other. I'm speaking from experience. My HOD when I was in year one, ND1, my HOD will now be like, if I come, you go to talk all those sexual things to me, telling me how beautiful. You say, oh wow, look at your breast. Can I feel it? My HOD. Can I feel it? So how I stopped it was I recorded his conversation. I went to his office and he was trying to like do all of those things with me. And I recorded it and I sent it to somebody that is bigger than him in the school.
Okay.
And he warned him onto facey, like face to face. No, they do this thing. I was not the first. I was not the second.
Did he stop after that?
With me, he stopped. Like I even I got carryover. He was teaching us a particular course. I had carryover on his subject.
You managed actually to escape from that.
Because I don't experience when I small.
So you cannot give it that.
It not go fit happen. Me like this now. If you follow me play one, no like, I go change them for you ASAP. If you like my neighbors I always tell my siblings don't play with this neighbor, not for any reason.
Just to
Avoid see finish. Before you know it now, if you travel now, they enter the house, they do waiting they're not supposed to do. So when they charge phone, now they say they start from charging of phone.
If your guidance and your parents don't protect you, how do you protect yourself? How do you help yourself?
Okay, so the street is a very wise place and very, very tough place. If you know what you're doing, you're gonna protect yourself by respecting yourself. Stay indoors, be open to your parents. Do you understand? For those people where we say they don't get mama, they don't get papa, that person where if you say if anything happen now, you go come hold you.
Yeah.
Open up to them. Do you understand? I've been in situations whereby, police don't carry me, go lock for say for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
They say call your mama, call your papa. I say I don't get to. Meanwhile, I get mama, I get papa. Because what thing I do, you just see me for street, you carry me. I don't do anything.
You were in custody for 2 weeks?
Yes, for Akwebunu police station for Delta State. The man, that time, you know, the breast seed, they inside, that as picking small.
Yes.
I go just they shout because the orange small. And I no go feel, imagine person carry me come up for say make I dey the office, they sleep. If the man go duty finish, if he come back office, he go press him. I no go feel shout.
There was no DPO in that station?
Now the DPO now they talk so.
God.
Yeah, I'm talking about the DPO. And so you go, the man they slap girls for my front. Where we say they carry come. So I was scared. I don't want to be hit by him. I don't want to make him touch me. So the only thing I did was to keep quiet and allowed him to press my breast.
For 2 weeks?
Yes. So I had a friend, Young Money. He's a long tennis player. Anyway, he is right now. God bless him. So he was the one that, okay, I just remembered. He was looking for me. He lives in Port Harcourt. So he was looking for me. He no fi reach me. He come Asaba, come find me. Unto Paddy Flourish. Now my number no go feel just off like that. Nothing. So now I can't tell one of the police officers, say, I beg, say I feel use this phone. Your phone, take call one of my brother. That's what I tell him. You say, okay, now you don't agree, say you get family member. I BT say you dey enjoy the place where you did before. This when I did so, I can't be like say I did comfortable for this. I did brush my mouth. Which person they go love for say go they brush teeth?
Wow.
Do you understand? So this same DPO where they press my breast,
Was caring for you.
Yes, was caring for me, but you know what make I go ass? You don't want to release me.
They
go
show
ass.
you love.
They show me love. They press my orange. Do you understand? So when this and I call this guy, say, young money, how far written this up? Look at what happened, bro. I've been in this police cell for almost going to 2 weeks now. Then which police cell? As I can't cross, they gave me money to go and buy toothpaste. The sachet one, they used to sell it for 20 naira at that time. So as I can't cross, make I go buy the toothpaste. The guy, young money, was already coming in. As I just come out, enter the Okada, because Okada they run that time fast about. And that's what they moved till today. I don't obey myself. Police don't see me. Nothing.
You emancipated yourself.
Like, if fear no, they let me pass that area. Because I feel like when they see me now, they feel still carry me. And I don't do anything. Do you understand? So I think the best thing to do is just take care of your kids.
Okay. So in marriage, how can someone tackle or handle an emotional blackmailer?
So emotional blackmail comes in different ways, actions and words. Okay. So even with a man right now, and he starts to do things that he has never done, I should be able to detect that something is wrong. I won't ask you.
If your man begins to do some positive things, do shopping is not done in a long time, you look at it from the point of trying to blackmail you emotionally.
Oh no, that is him like making me feel loved. I'm his wife.
No, I'm saying from the point where he started doing what you are not used to.
So maybe because he had the plan or was waiting for the right time, maybe the finance to come for him to do all of that. Then the negative aspect, there are some men that when they go just stay too glued to their phone, they don't want to, like, they feel very comfortable not talking to you in 24 hours. You should detect that something is wrong. They always want to work. You should know that something is wrong. There are so many ways emotional blackmail comes in. But the one thing that I hate so much is a man reminding a woman that she has children. So if you are doing anything, remember that you are now a second hand. Second hand. No be mama born you. So why is she a second hand? So you feel like when she leaves the marriage, that there's no guy out there or no man out there that will accept her the way she is?
Let me look into the eyes and ask. Now, you oftentimes see women say, I have gone through a whole lot for you. The stretch marks you see in my stomach were not there.
Was your choice. It was her choice.
No, I'm coming. They were not there. The way I be now, that's why I be. Now, who you won't leave me for now?
Yeah.
You understand?
Low
and
self-esteem.
then, yes, where I won't go. Now we don't damage my life. I used to be a hot babe. I used to be the hottest girl in town. But now look at me. I cannot even, So when you begin to look at issues like that, would you now say the same woman who should stand up and not feel low of herself, using it against the man?
Let me tell you something real quick. Low self-esteem kills faster than whatever. I used to body shame myself because I've got kids. My stomach is no longer that smooth like before. My flat tummy no come there. My breasts don't get coma and all of that. But the same me, I met somebody that changed my whole thoughts not too long ago. I met somebody that when he looks at me, he'll be like, ooh, you're so with my stretch mark or whatever thing. Any comma, he appreciates every comma when I get.
Talking about body and body shaming.
Yeah.
I've seen your past videos.
Yeah.
And then you look on the more recent edition, something that I would say, or that I would not want to say.
She looks more confident.
If you take a look at Kelly right now.
I don't do BBL.
You just took that out of
Oh,
me.
no. I don't do BBL. I don't go there.
Did any construction company?
No, I did not do any form of BBL. I only worked on my shape and
Okay.
that was it.
Nature gave this.
Yeah, nature. I was working out, and my favorite person was motivating me, and he'd be like, "Good
Just
girl."
motivation and workout.
Exactly.
There were no prayers.
Prayer for what?
So how do you come out from emotional blackmail? How can the government or any other personal body help and reach out to those that have the same issue?
Speaking up, it's a big relief. You see, crying and speaking up, these two things is a very big relief.
But how does
if you
the
don't want to
government-
share, you close your doors and cry it out. And when you're done crying, like this is what I do. When I'm done crying, I'll be like, the next minute you see me with my phone taking some like nice video, vibing to songs, posting online, streaming, and all of that.
So you're intentional about getting back to your feet. Okay.
I am already back
You,
to
you,
my
you,
feet.
you don't leave it in the hands of circumstance. I want to ask, oftentimes the persons that emotionally blackmail us or molest us are people that we can say that they are part of our lives. You understand? Some of these things even happen in the churches.
Yes.
Where you find the congregation so loud and the reputation of the pastor in quotes
Yes.
is so magnified
Yes.
that whatever you're going through or whatever he or she has meted you with is small compared to
Yes.
what damage speaking out will cause.
That the Jew-
And then oftentimes you find out that they begin to go into their shell. I would have done this, but because I don't want to bring the house of God. You know, people run under this God factor thing. I don't want to bring disrespect to this church. Who would even believe
Yes.
when it is associated with someone of this magnitude?
Yes.
So at that point, would you consider for any reason not to speak out? Just stomach it because of, one, the help the individual has shown you or is presently showing to your family. Because a whole lot of people condone evil because it's a source of livelihood.
It's a beneficial.
You know, poverty is a weapon. They weaponize poverty.
Yes.
And then they see that whoever is showing you material love, money, or those fanciful one or two
not supposed to talk
is
down
in
on
the
that person.
position to do some certain things and get away with them. So
Okay.
what would you say as concerning that?
So, number one, you don't have any reason not to speak out. That's the honest truth. Be you whoever you are. Social media is very large.
Yes, and loud.
Person go fight for you, bad as he bad. So one of the main reasons why people don't like to speak out or talk about whatever thing they are going through is because of comments, replies, negative energies they get
yes.
from people.
Yes.
But if you know what you're doing, you just have to ignore these people and do your thing. Because if you start, no matter how much you lay down yourself for people, they will match you past and tell you not flat enough. So why not just ignore them? Be you a pastor, be you a doctor, be you a lawyer, a judge, I don't care. I say, you were there when my ex called me, innit? And my ex was like, that I'm spoiling his name on social media, that the thing I am saying doing online is wrong. And you heard when he said, and I'll be like, he said he was going to take me to court.
Yes.
Just yesterday here. And what was my response? I am no longer the little girl you used to intimidate. That was what I told him. I am no longer the little girl you used to intimidate. The little girl that my sisters were scared of. Yeah. That was what I told him on the phone. So if you feel like you want to go to court, he said, I must win you, that he was going to win me when we get... I said, take the case to court. But let me tell you something. If you feel like you are stubborn and anything happens, a crash comes to me, Nigerians will come for you. You were there when I told him.
Yes.
Then he was laughing. And I just end the call because now to me it's not a problem. But anyway, when in there now, if it be a problem to him, if you don't take him, but this is me just thinking of what to eat and more jobs to do and earn a lot of money. You know, I'm
And
a
right
businessman.
now, you're in a better place now than where you were before.
Yeah, before.
Yes,
You
you're not
guys,
like-
most people have seen, most of you watching this video right now, you guys must have seen my before and
Yes.
after picture.
You can't be intimidated.
Hey, Chineke nkusuni ne nkenda ha. I told them that kind of a thing for enemy mu. Chileke kukwele. Ihola before mu.
The last time I heard that Chineke Kusuni Lekendia was from one church in Okwa East. And then it was always Chineke Kusuni Leke. Oh my God, Lord God of hosts. Kelly,
Yeah.
It's one thing being blackmailed. It's one thing wanting to speak out. But it's more tormenting when those you reach out to for help actually want to commit the same act that you want to complain about. Now, from your short story, a police DPO, a policeman is supposed to be a custodian of the law to enforce the law. Why would you have a policeman commit the crime for which ordinarily you should come reporting to him?
Exactly.
You understand? Some persons will do certain things to you and they say, we'll meet in court.
Yeah.
And then you even go to court. Ordinarily, if I were not with the fear of God, looking at you alone would have changed this topic. Would you also say that your disposition can also create an enabling environment for you or a girl child or a boy child to be molested?
You get luck say you no change the topic. I for enter you bad.
No.
So when I wanted to ask for, when I was searching for help, I wanted to be with my kids, right? So I went to somewhere at about women affairs, human rights at Miriam Bangeda. When I got there, I met a man. I told him the situation. He gave me his number. I can't remember this man's name, but he ended up leaving my problem and was telling me his own problem, which was hanging out with me.
Meanwhile, you came for help.
I came for help, yeah. I've actually experienced that several times.
Okay.
So my biggest motivation became just work hard. Put yourself in a situation where you can provide anything you want without asking for help. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Like me, as I am, you cannot do any, just in case if you are watching me right now and you are planning even in future, you cannot do anything. And if you do anything and I find out that you did it,
And just to add to that, whatever weapon fashioned against Kelly will prosper on your behalf.
Yes.
Kelly, between the male and the female, who suffers most? Blackmail-wise, molestation, as it were.
I could not lie you. I could not lie. Men, they suffer. But the cases where we say that they carry for head now, women. Because they feel like women are so special and nothing should happen to them. But at the same time, they are forgetting that men are also important. Without them, women no go there.
Sure.
Do you understand? So the way they treat the women's cases is different from the way they treat a man's.
Yes, because
case.
basically, if we stand on this road now and we're stranded, you get your destination first. You see one man that will look at a fellow man like me and ask another woman, baby, are you going my way? You understand? So it is clear that the man suffers, but we can't speak. We can't speak because your fellow man would even ask you.
See, men, they suffer even for their marriages.
In what ways?
In so many ways. I'm a woman, right? And you see this our head right here? You see this head here?
Wow.
Now only bone.
You
dey
just
inside.
unveiled.
I'm telling you. Now only bone. He may pay share. Now only bone they inside.
There's no borrow.
There is no oboro.
Oh, we
don't think before we do. Once we feel say we don't just packed up like this, bam, action. And when the action is going on, there's this anger that comes inside. Anything we want happen, make it happen. Then if we do finish, we go on the regret. But our ego no go let us calm down to accept the fact that we dey regret what we just do.
More reasons why we have more widows.
Imagine a man
Yes.
going out right there to go hustle for his family or to put food on his table or just maybe people in their own money they pressure him. You go come back house.
You come here with your
Woman now come dey. Come on. Shout out to all the men. Oh. You know easy. Many things wey they say inside house wey be say they know they talk am. But you see women. Small thing. Else everybody don't know. But men.
Do you mean all the responsible men or all the men?
Man, nah, man.
Man,
Whether
nah, man.
big
I
or
like
small.
that. I like the sound of that because most times, if you put on a scale the way women are celebrated, officially women get over 19 dates for celebration in a year. Some is religious based.
Mother's Day.
Some you understand.
Mother's Day have
A
3.
Catholic has their date.
Anglican have
An Anglican
Father's
has
Day.
their date, and name it.
Pentecostal, yeah.
You understand? But you hear nothing about celebrating the fathers. And even when they do, it's so casual. You find out a man doing all within his power to raise the children and build up the family. Now, that child grows up, travels abroad. The wife puts to bed. They send for the mother to come and do omogo. The mother goes, jackpass to Obodo
3
Oyibo.
months, 6 months. 1
Are
year.
you saying 3 months?
1 year.
They don't even come back. They resort to bring in a domestic help to take care of the man. And before you know, multiple system failure, partial stroke and other related dialysis. And
Prostrate.
that prostrate is very, very important. The woman goes abroad and forgets that if your husband has prostrate, it is you. If your husband does not have, it is you. They just go there and follow the good life.
I'm telling you.
The children forget that it was their father who even married their mother in the first place and ensured that they went through school. And then even in some families where circumstances had made the woman have upper hands, they bring it so to the children that it's like the man is a minute factor. You understand? I'm talking about this because I have a first-hand experience in my neighborhood.
Okay.
You understand? We have this woman who beats the husband and then shouts for help.
Okay.
You understand? It is that bad. I'm an Ikwere man. You'll be hearing Bobby Obunta, Bobby Obunta, Bobby Obunta, Bob Bulemawe, Bob Bulemawe. Bob, you kill me today. Bob has finished me. Oh. This thing continued. One day, we decided that we were going to see how Bob, because she's big. And you really cannot expect Bob to beat that woman to a point where she's shouting for help. Only to have gotten into that house. She was right on top of, she was sat on the husband.
Aye.
She was selecting the kind of slap. You know, when somebody, they slap you, you close inside, didn't take them from up and down. You understand? So some women, they lock husband for house, put key for places where the man no go get access. And then they do every form. How many men rather if he come out, come tell public, say, my wife, they beat me. Oh.
No, you know if it happen because
You
it's a thing of shame. Which man you want to talk him? But women go come and say the man beat him.
Exactly. So men get their share of this thing endlessly. But you get one side where I go really want to make you look into. Now somebody is of great help. Some of this molestation, like I said, is based on your disposition.
Yeah.
Some happen under a drunken state. Some guys drink, get involved in one or two, and then at that point in time, there is a spark.
Yes.
You see some vehicles, they are written highly inflammable.
Yes.
Anything we go spark, no bring them around here.
Yeah.
You understand? These two genitals no be friends. They are not friends at all. So you must guide it with every diligence.
Okay.
Because the moment you create an enabling environment, anything can happen. Now, there are some situations where who has actually done this thing is genuinely not a bad person. You understand? But for the fear or for the love you have for this person, you just condone it. At what point should you allow some slide? Should you speak at every iota of disposition in that manner? Or it's something that for family's sake, because whether you like it or not, some persons cannot speak because you drag alongside the name of the family.
1 minute, let me get your question. So your question is, person where we say you know say never do this kind of thing.
No being teen, no being
You
teen.
can't suddenly do it because in drink.
It can't happen.
It can't happen.
Yes.
Now make I tell you, man we get self-control. Get self-control. No matter waiting. Nothing will move am. Man we get self-control. Get self-control. Man we no get self-control, no get self-control. Man if you just carry in bola put anywhere. What do you call him?
So you know, say, if it run from temptation the first time, your self-control help you. Secondly, self-control.
Then you avoid that thing that moved you into controlling yourself.
Now you make them call
and
an
be safe.
accident. Accident.
I know they for accident or accidental discharge. Give whether me and you they close or not. They gonna home more yes, she gonna home up immediately. I don't come.
All right, all of that enchantment was that if you do anyhow, you go collect anyhow.
Anyhow, it's up.
Now, finally, I would want to ask from my own end. if you see somebody or you look at someone who you cannot asperse a particular crime, especially at it has to do with molestation or blackmail, being blackmailed, is it proper to take sides? Because some persons, the moment a woman comes up with a story, you know what is happening in our Senate House now?
I
The
can't
moment
defend anybody.
okay.
I can't do that.
So basically, we shouldn't be judgmental.
No, you have to come close to the person. If the person really likes you and needs help, the person will tell the truth. But me to come they talk say, I know you where you know if you do this kind of thing. That kind of thing they land person for trouble. I know fits. Sorry. So how you tell Wakate reach that situation? I don't trust nobody. I can't trust anybody with such.
That's the exact word for a girl child, I think.
Yes.
Because your disposition is weak, and then you're like a prey.
Yes.
If you don't guide it.
Yes.
That's why I tell people it's
Guide your heart,
more
guide your
tasky
mind, yes.
raising a girl child than a male child. But should it be so?
I feel like one of the main reasons why a girl child, parents get bothered about their female child is unwanted pregnancy.
Yes.
Number one. They
Being
can't buy am, say boyfriend, you go they do hook up, they can't use and do obwego, that kind of a thing. Most of these parents are not scared of diseases.
That's not their number one priority. That's not.
They are not thinking about that side.
This pregnancy that is number one.
The first thing they think about is, okay, no go get belle.
Unwanted child.
They don't talk about the STD part of it.
Because to them, doctor, you go, they can cleanse you.
When a woman is talking to her child, even you, I'm sure you must be a victim. When you're advising your kids, I believe
I teach my kids sex education.
Okay,
Yes.
If you do, then that's fine.
I teach them very well about it.
But do you like talk about the STD part of it?
First of all, when I teach the girl child,
Yeah.
first of all, the pregnancy part.
You see, but the
Before the
STD
sicknesses.
should come first before pregnancy.
First of all, because of the upbringing from my own end. So I feel about her, this is how you should, don't sit on anybody's laps. Don't, if you're not comfortable with this adult and is a male, run. If it's a female and she's trying to touch you anyhow, because we have lesbians now, so just walk away. Excuse, I feel like you want to eat yourself or something. Find one excuse and run away from there. Yes, I teach them sex education.
Okay, so
Yes.
you need to put them through with the STD.
STD, yes, I also tell them once in a while about the sickness out there.
STD and other
also aware.
associated diseases
They are also aware.
is something that is not taken cognizance of, because for a parent, it's like that's not heavy, it's not weighty. But there are terminal diseases that you can
And
be
women
able
are
to
the
contract.
carriers. We could
You
have a
understand?
disease in our system,
and you
and it's
don't
going
know.
to stay there for a long time before it go begin manifest. You know, be like men, will be say if their own just bam,
they don't
they don't feel them. You get.
Your final words, Kelly, on this topic. What's your final words on this topic, molestation and emotional blackmail? What will you tell your viewers? What will you tell the male child and the female child? How do you want to relate to them concerning this topic?
Okay, hi viewers, and anywhere you're watching from, I want you to know something. If you're a mother and you're watching this right now, you're a teenager, you're watching this right now, always learn to talk to your parents about anything. Don't allow your uncles to blackmail you emotionally by telling you that if you tell anybody this, I will make sure that you don't go to school again. If you tell anybody this, I will make sure you don't make it out alive. Like so many things. Don't allow them to.
I know you're wrapping up, but you talk about this blackmail. Most times it's upon a precedence. You find out that it's not just what you don't want out there. It's probably something you have committed or an offense. You understand? That you have committed and you don't want it to go out. It's not just like maybe the person reaping directly.
So that was what I said. We must have that particular person that we trust. That even if we don't like trust them, but I believe in this person, that if I tell this person this thing, he or she is going to help.
Yes.
If you are blackmailing me right now, I'm going to go tell to my favorite person. I'll be like, baby, look at what this person is telling me. And he said he's going to do this, going to do that. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
So that's it.
Outside having someone to talk to, don't you think that parents should also be in a position to be so friendly instead of having it outside of the box, you know?
Exactly
because
what I
most times
said.
when it goes out of the box, you can really not curb it at that point where it begins. But when the disposition of parents are so robust that their relationship is
So,
seamless, they
let
can
me tell
always.
you something. The first day I saw my period, I was with my mom. And my mom said, and Manu Siso Obara, where is that coming from? I can't tell and say an injury when I gave her hand. I became scared. Because at that time, I didn't know if I was doing something right, if I was supposed to. But I knew that period exists, right? I didn't know if it exists. Sorry, if I was supposed to see it, and if I was not supposed to see
You
it.
didn't know how to go about it.
I didn't know how to. I was scared.
Yes, as a child then.
Yes. So I had to go use my pieces, my clothes, and I'll put it and I'll wear it.
If your mom was intentional about sex education, that was the first thing she have taught
Should
you
have
as a
taught us,
girl
yeah.
child. Yes.
Yeah.
And bought it and showed it that exhibits and that she will display it.
How it
it's
works.
supposed to be, how it's supposed to wear it, how everything works in here, and tell you the signs because it comes with signs on your body. Your body changes during those things.
And most parents feel that the moment a girl child is 18 and above, she
can
should
do whatever.
some certain things for herself.
Okay.
They see that's why an average parent, if you conduct a survey, you find out that an average Nigerian parent could feel that I don't have any business buying pad for my 25-year-old daughter. Those things, even as a 25-year-old, can you come to your parents that you want money for a pad?
You feel, to me, I will feel embarrassed. Like, I believe, say, I don't suppose reach that level where I go fit afford anything when I want. I'll feel so big.
If you're
ask.
if you're a mother that your daughter always confides in, I don't see anything wrong.
So, like, this
As I
is
buy for
me.
myself, I buy for my daughter. I buy full pack.
So this is
don't
how
feel
I
that
feel as an adult right
Yes.
now. Me working up to my mommy, she will give me 100%.
Yes.
But how one can't take they beg my mama money for pad?
To the viewers, set firm boundaries concerning this molestation and emotional blackmail. Set firm boundaries on what you're supposed to do. Set values. Interact with those that will help you. Reach out to a confidant that will help you, that will listen to you and also help you.
All right, guys, it's been a very robust discussion. We've deliberated, we've provided solution, we've brought life experiences, and then there's nothing other than to adhere and then act. Somebody is going through molestation. Someone is being molested, and then someone is going through the trauma of emotional blackmail. It's across gender. We've been able to do justice to this topic. I really would want to appreciate you. If you're going through any of this, please speak out. The best thing to do is speak out. Do not stop speaking out. Because when you do not speak out, it is used as weapon. They weaponize your silence. You don't want it to go out there. Bring it all out. The moment you do, their claws are weakened. We want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, Ivy the Angelo. Back to you, beautiful Jane. What do you have to tell us?
Yes, I remain Jane, your host. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe on all our YouTube channels and social media handles. Thank you for watching.
And also, don't forget to speak out, no matter what. No matter how tough that situation is, say something, girl. Say something, boy.
I quite agree.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Horizons Unfolded with Jane is brought to you by Ivy D'Angelo Entertainment.